had nothing in my hands worth bringing, no offering worthy of the altar where you stand. No great deed, no clean record, no achievement, just a broken soul with empty, trembling hands. The ones around me brought their best and brightest, brought the things that made the room impressed, and I stood there with the only thing remaining, a voice that had been through too much to pretend the rest. I almost didn't open my mouth that morning, almost let the silence be the thing I gave. Who was I to lift a sound toward heaven, when heaven had already seen the mess I'd made? But something in me rose up past the shame, something old and stubborn and unnamed. And before I had the logic to stop it, I opened up and called upon His name. Not with confidence, not with the voice of the certain, with the voice of someone who had nothing else to bring, and decided that the nothing offered honestly was more than silence, and more than everything the performance could have been. I used my voice to worship your name, when my voice was all I had. No fortune, no glory, no righteous claim, just the sound of a grateful, broken, undeserving man. And you heard it through the silence, you heard it through the shame, you heard the worship of the ones with nothing, and you answered just the same. You heard my voice, you always hear the voice. There is a story of a king who sent the singers out before the army. Not the soldiers, not the weapons, not the plan, just the voices lifted in the face of what was coming, just the worship as the only weapon in their hands. And heaven moved before the battle started. The enemy was scattered by a song, not by strategy, not by strength, not by numbers, by the voices of the ones who knew where they belonged. And I am not a king, and I have no army, I have no great thing to put before your throne, but I have what those singers had that morning, a voice that knows it cannot win this on its own, a voice that has decided that the worship is the weapon and the offering combined, that what I bring when I bring nothing but the singing is somehow enough to move the hand of the divine. Maybe you were standing with empty hands tonight. Maybe everything you thought you'd bring to God is gone. The reputation, the record, the righteousness you leaned on, stripped back to just the breath inside your lungs. Good, because the breath inside your lungs is all He ever asked for. The voice that rises out of nothing reaches heaven faster than the voice that rises out of plenty. The widow's mite, the alabaster jar, the voice that has nothing left to protect. That is the offering that breaks the room open. Open your mouth, even now, especially now, with nothing from nothing. Let it rise. He is already leaning in to hear it. I use my voice to worship your name, when the voice was the last thing standing. credentials, no clean hands, no claim. Just the sound of someone finally understanding that the worship was never about the offering. It was always about the one receiving it. And he receives the broken voice, he receives the shaken song, he receives the nothing offered honestly and calls it more than enough. He always has, he hears the voice, he always hears the voice. Yours too, open your mouth, he's listening. You don't need more than what you have. You don't need a better voice, a cleaner record, a stronger faith. You just need to open your mouth with whatever is left in you and let it rise. He will hear it. He heard mine when mine was barely a sound. He will hear yours. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Worship with what you have. Nothing offered honestly is everything to him. Everything. Open your mouth. He's listening. He's always listening. I remember the cold of that night, the kind that gets inside the bones. Not the weather, I'm talking about the kind that comes from being completely alone. Everything had fallen, everything I thought was mine to keep. And I found myself somewhere I never planned to be, at an hour too late for company and too honest for sleep. I won't tell you all the details of how I ended up that low. Some things belong between a man and God in the cold night that nobody else will know. But I will tell you what I know for certain, that I was as far as I have ever been from anything that looked like hope or light or morning coming in. And I didn't pray a pretty prayer that night. There was nothing pretty left in me to give, just something raw and broken that crawled up from somewhere deep and said, if you're there, if you can hear this, I don't know how to do this anymore. I don't know how to live. And grace came, not loud, not bright, not the way they describe it. In the testimony, Sunday morning light, it came quiet and it came certain, like warmth that finds you in a cold you can't explain. Grace found me in that cold night. Grace called me by my name, in the worst of it, in the lowest of it. Grace came. I can't tell you that it fixed everything that night. I won't dress it up in what it wasn't. The morning still had all the same hard things to face. The wreckage hadn't moved, the debt was still the debt, but something in me had been reached and nothing else had gotten to before. Something touched the place beneath the place where all the damage lives, and I was different when I stood up off that floor. Not healed, not whole, not finished, just held, just found, just less alone than I had been when I went down. And that was enough. That cold night, grace was enough to make it to the morning. And the morning had its own grace, and the morning after that still does. It always does. Maybe you are in your own cold night right now. Maybe it's the hour when everything is honest, and the honest is unbearable to hold. Maybe you've run out of the version of yourself that people see, and what's left is just the cold. Bring the cold, bring the hour, bring the floor if that's where you are. Bring the prayer that isn't pretty, the one that barely makes it past your lips. Bring all of it, because grace doesn't wait for you to have yourself together. Grace comes for the cold night version.
That's the one it came for first.
That's the one it always finds. Grace found me in the coldest night I've known. Reached into the place I thought was unreachable alone. Didn't ask me what I'd done or how I'd gotten there. Just came, just stayed, just held me through until the morning. That's what grace does in the cold night.
It comes,
it always comes.
it will come for you too.
Even now, even here, even in this cold, grace is already on its way. It always finds the cold night, always that cold night. I thought it was the end, it was the beginning. Grace came in the coldest hour and made the coldest place the place where everything changed. It didn't feel like it then, it does now, and it will for you too. Hold on,
Grace is already moving.
in the direction of your cold night.
It always does.
It always has. It found me.
It will find you.
Hold on. I have looked for peace in places that were never built to hold it. Look for it in people, look for it in plans, look for it in having all the answers before the question landed. Look for it in everything except the only place it stands. And every time I found something that felt like peace for a moment, it had an expiration date I didn't see, conditional and fragile and depending on the circumstances, the kind of peace that leaves the moment life disagrees. But there is another kind. I have felt it once or twice, in the middle of the worst of it, a stillness that made no sense, given everything that was happening. A quiet that had no right to be there, a calm that nobody could explain. That kind, that's the kind he gives, a peace peace that passes understanding, a peace that doesn't wait for things to clear. Not the absence of the storm, the presence of something stronger than the fear. The world cannot give this kind of peace. The world cannot take it when it comes. It just settles in the middle of the chaos, like it owns the place, because it does. Because he does. His peace. I have watched it land on people in the middle of their devastation, seen it in the eyes of those who had every reason to fall apart, seen it hold a man together through a diagnosis, through a loss, a peace that had no natural explanation, sitting quiet in a breaking heart. And they couldn't tell you where it came from, couldn't manufacture it or make it on demand. It just arrived the moment they stopped fighting and placed everything inside his hand. That's the moment, that's the exchange. Anxiety for peace, striving for surrender, a white-knuckled holding for open, empty hands. He said, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives, not temporary, not conditional, not dependent on the outcome. Mine, the kind I carry, the kind that held me in the garden when the sweat fell like blood, the kind that kept me walking toward the cross without turning back. That peace, I give you that peace. Not a feeling that comes and goes, a foundation that holds when everything built on sand is washed away. Plant yourself in that, let that be the ground beneath you. Nothing that comes against you can move what is rooted there. Nothing, a peace that passes understanding. That's what he said, and that's what he meant. Not peace because the road is easy, not peace because the battle has been spent. Peace in the middle of the hardest, peace when nothing in you wants to be still, the kind that makes no natural sense at all. And that's exactly how you know it's real. That's exactly how you know it's his peace, yours now. Receive it. Stop trying to understand it. You won't. It passes understanding. That's the whole point. Just receive it. Let it land. Let it settle in the places where the fear has been living. It's stronger than the fear. It has always been stronger. His peace in you. Right now, let it in, just let it in.
Yeah.
Everything around me seems a shaking bed. World keeps spinning, hard to comprehend. But I remember something deep and old, a truth that's greater than what I've been told. Even when the pieces seem to fall, there's a hand that's holding over all. God is still in control. Oh, yes, He is. God is still in control. This I know is. When the ground gets shaky under my feet, when the rhythm of my life don't keep no beat, He's still writing, still holding the scroll. God is still in control. I've been asking questions I can't understand, trying to make sense with my own two hands. But some things ain't for me to figure out. That's what faith is all about. I let go of trying to steer the wheel, 'cause peace is something that I finally feel. God is still in control. Oh, yes, He is. God is still in control. This I know He is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when the ground gets shaky under my feet, when the rhythm of my life don't keep no beat, He's still writing, still holding the scroll. Oh, God is still in control. Oh, He sees the whole design, while I'm only seeing mine. He's putting pieces where they go, even when I move too slow. Trust don't mean I know the plan. It just means I take His hand, walking forward step by step, knowing every promise that He kept. So I'ma breathe a little easier today, let the worry roll on far away. I don't have to carry every load. There's a God who knows the road. I can rest my heart, I can rest my mind, leave the future where it's designed. God is still in control. Oh, yes, He is. Oh, yes, He is. God is still in control. This I know He is. Oh, when the ground gets shaky under my feet, when the rhythm of my life don't keep no beat, He's still writing, still holding the scroll. God is still in control. Who's holding it together? God is still in control. Who's writing out the story, even when you can't see clear? God is still in control. Say it like you know it's true. God is still in control. I don't come with prepared words tonight. I don't come with theology or form. I come the way a child comes to a father after everything is fallen and the heart is torn. Just the face I wear when no one else is watching. just the voice I use when I've run out of strong, just the tears I've been collecting since the morning, and the only place I knew to bring them all along. I have cried the kind of tears that don't make sound when they fall, the kind that come from somewhere deeper than the throat can reach at all. And I brought them here,
not because I had the words to frame them,
but because the only place a tear like that belongs is in the hands of the one
who understands them without explanation,
without a single word.
You hear before I speak, you know before I know.
You lean down close enough to listen before I had the courage to let go. So here I am, with everything I am, with all of this.
Here I am, Father,
Just here,
just me,
just me.
here I am.
Wipe my tears,
Father,
hear my cry, Father.
hear the prayer that barely made it.
Past the breaking in my chest.
Here I am,
Not the version I present to the world.
the real one, the one who needs you most. Here I am, Father, I'm here, just here. Receive me.
There is something in the name of Father that undoes what I have spent the day constructing. Something in that word that takes apart the performance piece by piece. I can be 100 things to 100 different people, but in front of a Father, I am only ever just a child
Who needs the kind of love
that doesn't have to be deserved,
or earned or understood?
just given.
Just receive.
And I have come to you with less than this before,
Come with nothing but the showing up itself.
and you received it every time.
Every single time
Not once did you turn away the face.
that came to you with only tears to give.
Not once did you require the composed version.
You always took the broken one instead.
You always took the broken one.
Father, I need you to hear this one.
Not the one I pray in public.
Not the one that sounds like
I have faith enough.
to not be shaken.
This one,
The one underneath that wall,
the one that sounds like a child who is frightened and tired and
needs his Father
to simply be there,
to simply be near.
to simply wipe the tear that just fell.
Before I finished asking,
You do that
you have always done that.
before the prayer lands,
You are already moving toward it.
before the tear falls.
Your hand is already there.
You are that kind of Father,
You have always been that kind of Father.
and I need that Father tonight.
I need you tonight.
Here I am,
I am here.
I am here,
Wipe my tears.
Father. You promised that you would, and I believe you.
Hear my cry, Father.
You said you lean close to listen, and I trust that still.
Here I am,
Everything surrendered, nothing hidden, nothing held.
just your child.
Standing in the only place that ever felt like home.
Here I am.
Father,
Receive me.
just receive me.
I'm here.
Here I am.
That's all.
That's everything.
Here I am, Father.
Not cleaned up,
Not figured out.
not strong enough.
Just here.
And you
always meet the here.
You always come to where the child is.
You are already here.
You were here
Before I arrived.
Wipe the tears,
You already are.
hear the cry.
You already did.
Here I am, Father, and you are here.
You are always here.
Always.